quite an incredible allegation to have one president accuse another president of a Nixon-type wiretapping.
Yeah, but Judge, here's the issue. What we've seen from the previous administration is that they did spend time listening to conversations between then Senator Jeff Sessions and the ambassador to Russia while he was in his U.S. Senate office. If that were to take place, which supposedly did take place, what other conversations did they listen in on from the American public?
That they were listening to conversations between then Senator Sessions and the Russian ambassador Kislyak? Or are you talking about Mike Flynn and Kislyak?
No, I'm talking about Jeff Sessions. So, this previous administration has said that they were aware of the conversation on two different occasions where then Senator Jeff Sessions met with the ambassador, one time during the Republican National Convention, but more importantly, the second time that he met with was in the United States Senate office in a federal building, and they were monitoring what a United States senator was having a private conversation with, is what I understand. And if that is the case, that's very concerning. And so is it possible that that previous administration was listening to the conversations that took place in Trump Tower from their political opponents? If that is the case, and what Donald Trump alludes to is accurate, then that's very, very disturbing for our future going forward of what the federal government has done to the American public.
Well, right now, I am unaware of any claim of them listening to a conversation as opposed to being aware of a meeting between then Senator Sessions and Ambassador Kislyak, which, by the way, Corey, I don't think there's any problem with it. The senator met with 25 other ambassadors in the same year, and there are public photographs of them together. No one's trying to hide anything, and he met with him as a senator. But I want to keep moving on this Watergate type thing. Now, for the feds for the FISA court to issue this warrant, and then for it to be denied, and then for them to go back, does it surprise you that the Obama administration was doing everything in its power to monitor what was going on at Trump Tower?
Well, Judge, here's the problem. We don't even know for sure that the former Department of Justice under Attorney General Lynch actually applied for a FISA court warrant in June, which is what some of the mainstream media is reporting, and then was denied, and then applied for a second FISA warrant in October and potentially was granted that. If that did occur, that's very troubling. The fact that the Federal Intelligence Surveillance Act is being used to listen to political opponents of the President of the United States is very, very damaging, very dangerous. And just think for 1 second, just for one iota, if George W. Bush would have used the same thing to listen to Barack Obama when he was a candidate, when he was, spending time with people who have talked about bombing, a number of places, like Jeremiah Wright. Think of the outrage of the mainstream media if for 1 second President George W. Bush asked, or his Justice Department asked, for a FISA warrant on then-candidate Barack Obama, what the mainstream media would be doing today. If that didn't happen, there's a serious problem. I want to get to some